Well, hello viewer. Today I'm going to be tackling a project on the old Sprint, and I'm going to be trying to fix the odometer. It's a common problem with old cars like this. There's the little gears in the odometer perish over time and fall apart, and leads to your odometer not working anymore. So to do that, the instrument cluster has to come out. Now, excuse me if I'm a bit nervous doing this. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but that's how you learn, I suppose. I've done a bit of research on the YouTube, and from what I gather, first things first, adjust the steering wheel down as low as it'll go, and start with these 3 screws across the top. Righto, that's the top ones, top 3 screws, and then you've got 2 more. One, you've got to remove this little panel with that screw, and then there's another screw inside. And then same deal over here, you've got to remove that little switch panel, single screw, and then there's another screw inside. So I'll do that now. This a bit. Righto. There's that one out. Now, there's another screw up here. There we go. Alright, with those screws out, you can remove this fascia, and we've got to undo another 5 screws. One, well, that one's missing. 2, actually no, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll do that. Oh, absolutely sweating bullets. Of course, it's just before the build up to the wet season in Cairns at the moment, and oh my god, if you haven't experienced tropical humidity, then it just can't be explained. It can't be explained how the heat just hits you. Now we've got to pull that forward. How does that happen? Okay, just lean it forward. And just try and maneuver it past the steering wheel. This is around the back. We've got, whoops, what have we done there? Oh no, it's just the indicator. Alright, now I've just manoeuvred it down the side of the steering wheel. Okay, so that's a bit better. Alright, now there's 1, 2 and 3. There we go. There we go, she's out. Okay, that was relatively painless. All 3 plugs are different sizes, so at least I shouldn't be able to mess that up putting it back together. Anyway, we've got the dash out, so I'm going to retreat to the air conditioning for the next part. Okay, we're in the aircon, thank goodness for that. We've got the dash, so this is that's from the front. So from the back we'll start by removing these screws across the back. Should be 5. And you're going to need a torque bit, a little torque bit like that. Do yourself a favour, go and get a selection. Pick these up at J-Car. Come in handy, get yourself a little screwdriver that, long-handled screwdriver or a long shank screwdriver that you can reach into tight spaces with. So there's 5 of those. We'll get okay, once you've got those five little screws out of there, you have to remove these 4 along the where the warning lights go. All right. Now I think she's nearly ready to come off, but you've got these little push down clips along the, well, it's actually the bottom of the dash. I've got it turned upside down here. You remove those, push them down, and then so that's the front fascia of the dash. Well, we've got through so far without breaking anything. I'm sure that's not going to last, but anyway. Okay. Next step. I'm going to remove this cover that goes over the odometer so that I can eventually get to it. I'm going to have to unscrew it from the other side, but I'm going to do it this way. Firstly, got a little trim tool here. I've just got to try and very gently lever off the wheel. Okay, we didn't expect that, but anyway, we should have. Here's the speedo needle. Just put that aside. Now we've got two little flathead screws. Sorry, two little blade screws. They're very fine, so you're going to need a very fine screwdriver. I'm just trying not to touch the face because I don't want to put fingerprints all over it. That's a bit of a giveaway when you're going to look at a car. If you want to know if it's been wound back, one of the telltales is fingerprints on the speedo dial. Alright. Very gently. So at the back you need to unscrew these four. They're holding the odometer assembly on. And you need to unplug the odometer as well. Okay. So that's the odometer assembly has come out. How am I going to get that thing out? The reset pin. I might be able to just support this somehow because I'm getting a bit closer. Yeah, I might not have to mess with that too much. Because I'll just put this out of the way. So what I've got to do now is take off this these two screws to remove the, I don't know, whatever you want to call that, to get at the gears. Just little Phillips screws. And then take that away and, oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's all, the gear's all disintegrated. Yeah, that's a real mess actually. Okay, so that's the old. I've got my new gears sourced off eBay here. So I'm going to put them in. Yeah, I don't know really what's going on here. It sort of looks like someone might have even taken it apart in the past and put some grease, or there's some sort of, I don't know, maybe it's just perished plastic. Because it's got all over those gears. Goes back on like that. Right, okay, alright. So this will go on that little spindle there. Okay. And that will go back together like that. Geez, I hope I've got this right, because it's going to be annoying if I haven't. Well, I suppose I've had it apart once. Should be easier the second time, shouldn't it? Alright, putting it back in now. Just carefully put this little warning light sheet. Now that's just sitting in there. I need to refasten it. Maybe I'll wait till I've screwed it back in, I think. And plug it back in. Now my Speedo card. Now, I mean, look how delicate that is. Speedo needle has to go on that tiny little pin. I'm going to end up getting fingerprints on it here, I'm sure. Alright, I'm not going to muck with that anymore because that looks okay. So time to put it back together. I might not put you through that because it's just going to be the reverse of how it came apart. I'll put it back together and hopefully we'll get out for a test drive. Okay, dash is back in, sort of. I'm just leaving the fascia off because surely I couldn't get it right first go, could I? What are we showing? 127,608, 0 on the trip. Nervous times. Well, we're back from a quick drive. Started out well, the trip meter was working, but it stopped. I've tried resetting it. Went back to 0, but then it didn't move at all. So I suspect I've got bits of the disintegrated gear that are still preventing the movement of the other gears. So out she comes again, and we'll have another look. Okay, back from the second attempt, and it's actually worked. It's actually worked. Trip meter and the odometer working as good as new, so I'm going to call that a win. Hope it's of some use to you. Till next time.